right, you're welcome back to another exciting weekend on the Prophet's Wife Show. My name is Mimi El Bernard, and today on the show we are talking about the role of sex in our Christian marriages. All right, so you know the handles at Mimi El Bernard on Instagram, Mimi El Bernard Nelson-Eshun on Facebook, and the Prophet's Wife Show with Mimi El Bernard. Don't go away, we'll be right back. start introducing from here.
Vincent Bannerman.
And on my left.
Mrs. Charlotte Drew.
Okay.
Benjamin Mena, Dr. Love.
Okay, so many of us are of the notion that Christians are boring, and which automatically makes Christians boring in bed. All right, so today we are going to learn more. We're going to ask questions. You know the handle on Facebook is Mimi L. Bernard Nelson-Eshun, and on YouTube is the Prophet's Wife Show with Mimi L. Bernard Nelson-Eshun. Send your comments coming and we will read it out, and also your contributions. We'll read everything out. All right, so my first question is to Mr. Benjamin Menu.
Yes.
Why is sex so important in marriage?
It is said that one of the most important things on earth outside serving God is sex. Sex is one of the most important things. You know, sex plays a major role in marriage.
Okay.
You know, it determines the happenings and, you know, whether marriage is going to survive or not. So without good sex, you know, it's going to be hard for marriage too. Because one of the most important things for men in marriage is sex.
For men?
For men. Outside God, the most important thing for men is sex. So when a man is not getting good sex, everything will get on his nerves. You know, so yeah. A man
All right,
needs
so
sex.
how do men and women view sex?
Men see, a man sees sex as one of the most important things on earth. If it doesn't get good, sex is major for men. You know, outside Jesus Christ, if he's born again. You know, a man needs sex. A man wants sex. A man it's a need in his life. It's not something that he needs sex. You know, if he doesn't get sex, especially in marriage, the marriage may not survive unless it's
women.
But a woman wants sex when they're happy. You know, a woman wants sex when he's happy, but a man can even want sex when he just lost his mother. Or just lost his father, or, you know,
or even the wife.
Or the wife. I learned one guy went to a funeral, and there was a funeral, and the wife's body was there. The girlfriend came to the funeral. The guy went to the back to have sex with his girlfriend and came back.
Yes.
So sex for a man is very pivotal. It's very pivotal.
Okay, Pastor Charlotte, you're a woman. How do women view sex?
Let me say that in the worldly world, men see sex as game. And women see sex as love. So it takes a lot for a woman to get involved when it comes to sex.
That's right.
But when it comes to a man, I'm telling you, as the doctor said, anything goes. But for women, before they will give in, they are sure, they have checked, they've done all the background before, you know, they get themselves. Because sex means a lot to women.
That's right.
Before she will give in, then she has checked. But with men, no. They finish it before they check. That is why Jacob slept with Leah without knowing that it wasn't the woman he wanted. He was so on heat to just sleep. So with men, sex number one.
Wow. Thank you. In a healthy relationship, how often do you think a couple should have sex?
I believe in a healthy relationship. A healthy relationship that we're talking about, also a healthy couple.
Yes.
I think sex can be as often as possible. I think in a healthy relationship, because other things play a factor. Work schedule. So, but you should be able to you can have sex. There can be a week where in a healthy relationship have sex every day. Every day, there can be the week depending on that. But as I said, other things come to place. Sometimes works can be, but in a healthy relationship where Modi said everybody has time on their hands, you could have sex. It's like if you and your wife had gone on a vacation, you just the two of you know to them for 1 week. That time the environment is there. You have sex there
every day.
Let's
every day.
When you get married, now how healthy your relationship is. You can put it to the early stages of your marriage. When most people get married in the early stages, almost sex is about 3 times, especially on your honeymoon. Twice, 3 times in a day. That shows you how healthy the relationship is.
You said every day. Your wife is actually supporting you. She said it has to be often.
That's
That's what the wife is saying. Okay.
Because a man gets sex before. A man loves to get sex. A man loves to make love. But a woman loves first before they give into sex. A man can have sex before he loves a woman, or he's loving you because his goal is sex. But a woman will vice versa. So it's very pivotal to understand that.
So how would you handle a spouse whose libido is higher than yours?
You just have to adapt. If your wife likes sex more than you do, or the man loves sex more than you do, you have to adapt. There's no That is why the foundation for a good sex life is spirituality. When couples pray together and when they have a strong spiritual life together, the sex is good. But when they don't have a strong foundation of spirituality, there's a lot of manipulation that comes in. And that's why you see that men, a man doesn't desire his wife. He goes out of the marital home. Why? Because of manipulation, demonic manipulation, all of that. So the foundation for strong sex life, good sex, is spirituality. When husband and wife are good friends and they are prayerful together, their sex life is over the roof. When they are not prayerful together and they are not spiritual people, the man can be reprogrammed, the woman can be reprogrammed. The woman may not even want to have sex. May not even want to desire the man at all. Or there are men who don't even desire their wives. But when they see other girls, they get erection. Why? Because of demonic manipulation and all those things that come into play.
And there are spouses, like there are people who have partners who aren't interested in sex at all.
Yeah.
So with a situation like
you need to accept it.
Yeah, you need to want it.
The moment you say I do, you have no excuse.
You gotta want it.
You need to make love.
Yeah, you gotta make love.
We don't need to be counting when we make love. We need to be making love. It is part of it.
Part of it.
Your body is not yours again. Anywhere. As long as you are connected, you need to make love. You don't need to be counted everywhere. to make the marriage grow. So when you're connected, you don't need to tell me I don't have feelings for you. You need to start having it. You have to.
There's going to be always one party that likes us more than the other.
Of course.
But you got to adapt. As soon as you say I do, you have to adapt. You have to just.
You need to enjoy it by force.
Okay, so I'll read some of the comments. Someone wants to know why you said every day.
Every day, a man wants sex. Sex helps to release tension. Sex is, it takes the stress off your mind.
It makes you even look good.
It makes you, most women who are married who don't have sex, they look like, there's no life. There's no glow. You don't glow. When a woman has a lot of sex,
your skin changes.
Your skin changes, you glow, and you're not easily offended.
So someone is asking if they should chop it like food. No, you can't. Like eat morning after. Can you eat morning after?
But if the two of you are okay,
you can eat like
you're married.
Food, sex like food. If you have, there are people who say this is my favorite food, and when the food is really their favorite food, they can have it 24/7 every day of the week. I know someone said I can eat every day in the time. You see, sex like mentioning food. Sex like food. When the food is nice to you, you want to eat it every time. If you don't enjoy it, you will not go close to it.
And the love and the fun of it is that when your partner is creative in love, in love making, when there is creativity, passion, because a man wants a maid, a mother, a friend, and a prostitute in one woman. So when the woman is passionate in bed, you can make love every time, and not get tired of it. But when you have a woman that is not taking care of herself and is not passionate in bed, why you make yourself, like that. You don't desire sex. For a man, what he sees turns him on. What he sees turns him off.
But she was saying something, with our level like Christians, we have issues.
A lot of issues.
We have issues because some of the Christian women and the Christian men, the moment you give more stuff, the more you want to be romantic. They think so. That is what is making the Christian marriage collapse. And the worldly ones are enjoying.
It's not exposed. Those men are not exposed. That's why it's about 89% of married don't enjoy sex. Why? Because most of the men in church who are spiritual are not exposed. You can be very anointed and not be good in bed. You can be very prayerful and not know the skill for love making.
I think what people understand is that sex is not a Christian. Money is not peculiar to Christian.
That's right.
Money, and most of money is dollar. So sex is either you know how to make good love, have good sex, or you don't know how to.
That's right.
So if you don't know how to do it, you learn. So the sex is not. There's not like Christian sex. Sex is sex. If you're an unbeliever, you have sex, you enjoy it. If you and you don't give your wife or your husband good sex, and he or she
play around,
they will enjoy it. Because when you enjoy it, you enjoy it.
Okay, so your wife said we should take it like daily vitamins. She's bringing that control.
I like sex a lot. When I'm not around her, I can go for a long time without sex, but I like it. In-laws.
She said I should tell you she's waiting for you.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm taking some help. So.
All right, this is from Godfred Obeying. Said, Obaya, this topic is for married persons, which means the single ones are not supposed to comment.
It's better you learn now so that you don't make mistakes.
Suzette Boama said the sex has to be a good one.
Good one.
And okay, about Christian marriages, I had someone coming to, like, we were talking about her, she was having an issue in her marriage, and she said she did something and her husband is still insisting on, the husband wants to find out how she was able to do that style. And she said she watched it, it's a porn, and the husband is like, why? The husband is a man, why would you watch pornography? So you made a statement that made me remember that they should learn now.
Yeah.
So I know pornography
is wrong.
Is a no-no.
Pornography is wrong. It invites strange demons into
And
you.
then she
But
said,
the other books that you can learn from.
But I think it comes naturally.
Yeah.
If the two of you connect,
Yeah.
we can play around.
Yeah.
You touch me, I touch you.
Yeah.
But, you know, we need to communicate when
That's
we're
right.
having
That's
sex.
right. That's right. That's right.
When you know today you didn't feel it, tell
Yeah.
him today it wasn't good.
Yeah, that's right.
Next time you do it this way, we should do it.
That's right.
We should talk, communicate. The way you touch me today, nah, my dear, today, no, it wasn't good.
That's
So you'll be able to touch this way.
Yeah, yeah.
This is where I feel. Touch this way. We should be able to do it.
Yeah.
We should talk about it.
Yeah, yeah.
But this Christian marriage, some of them, it is hard to talk about sex.
Majority of
I don't
them.
know whether they are scared or when they talk about it, they'll go to hell. I'm not too sure about it.
Yeah.
But we need to talk about
But
it.
angels get excited when you make good love. You know, God even is happy.
the angels get excited.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, God created it. You know, so when you are happy
The
and fulfilled,
foundation is
sexual.
very important. That is why the topic is sex in Christian marriage. Because for a Christian, you grew up in a Christian home where at a certain point in time,
It's a culture.
sex can be demonized to you. You don't have sex. So by the time now the child grows, so that there's some people, there's the story of a man of God, pastor who married, and then they went to the honeymoon, and for this nothing has happened. So the wife had to call their spiritual mother and say, "Mommy, no show," because the man is so afraid that they've been told that if I had sex, I will lose my anointing. Sex. So now all these things into their mind that okay, so the fear we put into most Christians, they grow up into it and then it becomes a challenge.
Especially in our culture, African background, we demonize sex. That's what the most men don't enjoy sex, and most women have adapted. A lot of women have had babies. They don't climax before
Yes.
because they are not friends and they don't take time to talk about sex. You got to talk about it. If you don't talk about it, you can't enjoy it because you got to know the spots to hit. You got to know what to do. Otherwise, you get in the bedroom, you turn off the light, and then you be fumbling in the bed.
Off the light?
Yes. Even there are some that the light must go off before they can have the sex. Off the light.
I have this, it's a bit long. He said, my wife and I were raised from a strong Pentecostal background. We met in the university and decided to get married after school. As Christians, we decided never to have sex until after marriage, though neither of us were virgins before we met. After school, we prepared for 2 more years and got married. I have a big challenge. My problem now is that my wife has a very strong drive for sex. At our honeymoon, I almost fainted.
Go and exercise, brother.
Just after each, just hop back on the try to arouse me for another one. Sometimes she gets angry when I deny her because I am trying to explain to her that the male organ does not work that way. And she would not talk to me for days. In the evening after work, as soon as she gets home, she wants sex. While I'm still eating dinner, she wants sex on the dining table. After dinner, she wants sex while we are about to sleep. And at midnight, she wakes me up for sex. Then at dawn, she wants sex. Just before I leave for work, she wants sex. Sometimes she will call me if she can come to my office for sex. A brother in need.
Please buy your wife a car. The man has a problem. If you have a woman like with that high sex drive, fire, give it to her. You know, sometimes you have to.
But he made a statement. He said the man who doesn't function.
No, his culture, his belief system has affected him.
Yeah.
If you get a woman like this, most women are not like that. You get a woman like that is giving it to you left and right. Master, man up, exercise, and face the battle. You know, when a woman sees that you are running from sex, she gives her backhand and realizes that you're a weak man. Yeah. Go do some exercise, face her. You know, drink some Percocet and stop.
And I think he should also at least prepare his mind work too. And then another thing is that sex is not only sexual satisfaction. isn't only derived by penetration of the woman. So there is a way you can satisfy your wife with that. So I believe that even with people with high sexual drive, if you satisfy them well, not just take your time, not just penetrating, at least everything you will need to know. If you have to caress the body, whatever, make the woman, she will enjoy herself. She won't come. There's something that explode in her that she can just go off for something.
You think she would go? I don't think.
No, there's a way. Because
you should have a way with her.
Yeah.
I think they should talk. I think the woman needs something.
Yeah.
They should talk about it.
You spoke about medically.
Yeah. There are medical issues and there are spiritual issues.
Yeah.
Most men in Africa who are sexually weak are spiritual issues that are affecting them. No, it's true.
Spiritually?
Oh yeah. Especially when men sleep around, because when a man is loose, you sleep with strange women, you get weakened spiritually, you get weakened sexually. You know, so when a man is not careful, you can be weakened in your male organ.
Wow.
You know, so that's why it's good to stay pure and stay prayerful, so that they don't play with your manhood when you are sleeping. Oh yeah, a lot of men are weak spirit, not because they can't perform. You know, so there are medical issues and there are spiritual issues that need to be confronted.
All right. So how do you initiate new styles in your marriage? For instance, like this woman that went to watch something and brought up, she has a book. For instance, if she has a book, should she read it with the man? What if there are no styles? How does she go about it?
You talk about it. You discuss sex. You know, you got to be friends. You know, the finger plays about 60% of love making. You know, so you talk about it. And when you talk about it, you make fun about it and you laugh about it and you find out what she likes. You know, if you don't talk about it, you are not friends. You are not. Don't connect. There's no communication. You're not going to
practice.
It boils back to the Christian marriages. I feel like, especially when some of the men of God, like the spirituality. It's the spirituality.
It's not spirituality, it's ignorance. You just don't know what.
Like, I'm too spiritual. You're not supposed to do certain things.
Sure. It's the mentality of Africans.
It's African, Even when that's your problem. Give to me, I take it. You know, so it's the culture. It's the culture. You're afraid of the culture.
We are using the missionary style. Just lie down and then receive it. So
you spoke about communication.
Yeah.
So if you're making love and your husband or your wife is not touching you at the right,
why if she's not touching you, tell her to touch you. You need to talk about it. After the sex, I need to tell you today, no, you should have done it this way. No, we shouldn't feel shy to talk about it. You know, every star we watch, whether it's porn, they created it.
That's right.
We can also do the same. So today we sit in a room, everything is set, and I tell you today, let's do something different.
That's right.
Let's go this way. Let's go that way. I'm telling you, we need to create it ourselves. We need to play around. He should find. But sometimes that's why the light is always off. We are shy. We can't even look at our husband's faces, and we put it off, and then you do it and go. No, you are cheating on me. You can't do it and go. You need to look at my face. Let's communicate. Let's feel it. Talk to me. Let me see if you are feeling it. Don't pretend to me. I want to see your face if really you are feeling it.
Okay.
And then you listen to the breathing. You know.
What is correct one?
Yeah. Listen to the breathing. When the breathing process, and you, as a woman, when you talk about it, you can direct your husband's hands. Go this way, touch this one, push this one, hold me a little longer. You know, that kind of a thing.
What about the man?
Yeah, the man too, You gotta talk about it. No, I don't like it this way. No, I'm not feeling it. Go this way. You know, so there must be a lot of communication so that you don't just enter and then release and then spoil and off. You spoil the whole game. That man doesn't need to be fed for like 10 years. That's sad, bro.
Okay, this is from Suzette Wama. She said, good love making very often. In fact, it should be one of your languages. It can be used to say sorry. Thank you. I need a favor. Bribery.
For women,
Yes, sex actually makes you lively. If you are not creative, you can't enjoy it because I believe good sex also involves new stuff. Hey, the singles even have more. Okay, so I was talking to a doctor and there was an issue he was sharing with me about. One of the patients talking to him about the husband wanting the wife to lick the anus when they are having sex. So the man, like the woman was like, and it's always bringing an issue too. So the doctor was like, he deals with he has a calling for gay and lesbians, but and the husband also always wants to penetrate through the anus. So the doctor was asking me, like, is it normal?
No, this one,
It's spiritual.
It's fresh madness.
It's spiritual. Yeah, it's spiritual. It's not right.
That's an exit.
It's not that we want to make love means we can do it anyhow. It's not right.
Sex.
No, it can't happen.
But I feel you would even get infected.
Oh yeah. Come on, that far? No way.
Most people who are like that are in diapers and stuff.
He made that statement. He said he has married women who wear diapers because their husbands.
Come on, no, it's wrong, totally wrong.
When a man does that man needs deliverance. That man needs
to deliver him.
Yeah. When a man starts desiring anal sex and all of that, that man seriously is under demonic.
We need to deliver him. The woman needs to take that man to the prophet, not a teacher, a prophet. Deliver him.
Okay. I have a question from Godman Macaulay. He said, my question is, can a man stay without sex? Because God created Adam, but created Eve to help. So why is it so important to man?
A real man is a man that has sexual discipline. A man can stay without sex. The greatest sex organ is the mind. So if you condition your mind right, you can stay without sex when you are not married. But when you are married, you make love to in your mind first, your imagination when you're married. But when you're not married, you should be able to stay away without sex. And the secret of it is that drawing closer to God and becoming more spiritual and getting yourself carried away by the things of God and service of God. But when you are married, you make time for sex, you make time for love.
Yes, and to add to men are born ready. But if you are married, your woman in season of pregnancy can fall sick, probably after delivery. She just went to a CS. So what are you going to do during that time? 3 months, 2 months, you have to have that spiritual strength, discipline to be able to wait during that period.
Okay.
And sometimes you don't even need to penetrate. When the woman is not physically strong. You can do other things. Your breast is there. There are a lot of things you can do other things. Do other things.
This man.
Do other things.
Okay, this is from Jonas Anoyeboa. Said, according to science, good natural sex nourishes the body and makes the brain active and reason well.
Yeah.
He said, your woman for the city.
They have those, now grace will help them.
Condition of mind. Sometimes even as a pastor, it helps to prepare your message well. When you are praying, it's not going on well. And the challenge sometimes with some Christian women, they'll be like, oh, but honey, you are going to preach. What do you want to answer? Hey, so that one cry, it increases.
If you give your husband good sex before you preach it, the way that anointing will move him, I'm telling you.
Right.
And in fact, most often, if you see a man of God preaching a certain dimension, is married, it's a sign that
the wife
this person had a very good sex before he just came out. It's changed inside.
Okay. LP Candy Menu, your wife said, communication is key. If you don't like the style, speak out.
That's how it,
Samuel Odonko said, my father, from Sampa. Okay, the comments. So I don't want to read some of the comments. All right, Bogla Michael said, you've gotten a wife who wants it like that and it's an issue. Hey, this world. You want, you won't get. You get, you don't want.
Yeah, most good men don't get good marriages and most good women don't get married. So you got to be friends. You got to talk about stuff.
You need to marry your friend.
Yeah, marry
somebody you can talk to
about anything.
Communicate everything.
Someone wants to know why a man will run away from sex.
The man is sick.
He has a problem.
To run away from sex?
He has a problem. Spiritually, he has a problem.
What does he want on this earth?
He has a problem.
If you run away from sex,
they are running away.
Hey.
Maybe medically he has a problem.
Sex can be done in any part of the house, especially when the kids are unavailable. It shouldn't be only in the bedroom. I mean, you can do crazy stuff, and through this you can actually know what your partner likes through their responses. Suzette Boama.
Sure.
When you change the atmosphere, it gives another spice. You got to be with it.
Samuel Odonko said, this is powerful. Why is this man afraid? Go and perform. Why are you all on this man? All Alright, people are tagging their husband. He said, I hope you are watching. What is this G spot and A spot?
No, they are key spots. You know, for the woman, the clitoris is key for orgasm. Okay. You know, so that's what foreplay for. It can take a man 2 minutes to be released, but a woman takes about 15 to about 40 minutes. So you have to learn to use your finger to play gradually with the clitoris whilst you are playing with the tip of the nipple. It depends on the spot. Where, you know, so when you play,
you need to know your woman.
You gotta know your woman. Because if you stick with a man and you're just going to go straight to the point, you're going to disgrace yourself.
It's not just having sex. No, it's not just having sex. But really getting into the person.
Yeah.
No, some people just have sex.
Yeah.
And the other party is not happy. Okay. So know the person, know where to touch, you know how to make it feel okay.
Yeah. I think most men concentrate on themselves.
Some of the men are selfish.
I think for a man, the concentration in sex first, it's not even about you. It's about your wife, taking your time, working on it to release. If you do that, even that is why one thing that a lot of people take aphrodisiac to stay long. No, well, if you take your time with your wife, you allow your you satisfy your wife, caressing her nipple, clitoris. It goes. That sex keeps longer. It keeps longer.
And it's a good one too.
It's a good one. It's a good one.
Said, what about the tongue?
What about it?
The tongue. You gotta tongue it.
It starts from there.
That is why they're putting the word called tonga.
Yeah.
So tonga tongue is
Hey,
You gotta learn to use the tongue.
His Prof Sam said you should hit on the tongue.
Yes.
Yeah, the tongue is
so powerful.
It's very powerful. You know, the tip of your tongue.
It's everything.
You do magic with it.
Like everything.
Yeah.
Okay. El Bradak Asamoah, sex is part of the Googled words, but on the pulpit, less spoken. But some of the congregants are suffering.
I like that.
Oh, yeah.
Vera Bannerman, your wife, said, it's ignorance, not spirituality. Okay, and
she's something nicer.
George Ni Atukwe Claude said, take that spirituality away and be raw to me, my dear.
Yes.
I didn't marry a spirit.
Nah.
I don't care about the spirituality.
Yeah.
Prof. K.D. Young said, some of us are too young to listen to this show. Obaya Boatema, we are unmarried, but we read, thank you, Association of Unmarried Ladies. Please, I would like to know if the day you were born, we don't make sex in the name of spirituality. Emmanuel Abinamia. I don't know.
I don't know. Like,
I'm sure like when you give birth. No, when you give birth.
No. I think you're talking about the day. Like maybe I was born on Tuesday, I was born on Wednesday, I was born on Thursday.
We have
strange.
Really, I have never heard.
No. A lot of people. That is why I'm talking about sex in Christian marriage. There are a lot of doctrines, teachings that people have been subscribed to. Some of them from childhood that they've come to believe in, it's come a bondage to them. So can you imagine you are married to such a person coming from a Christian doctrine that on the day that you are born you don't have sex?
I remember someone saying when she travels outside Accra, she doesn't have sex with her husband. I was like, outside Accra, then
well, the person might say, Bible said the married bed on your fast. So that bed is not. It's surprising. A lot of people build all kinds of doctrines about sex, how to be like.
The pastors, the men of God are failing to tell them the truth. It is coming from the pulpit. We need to preach about it because Christian marriages, they are all collapsing. All because we don't talk about sex. We think when we talk about sex on the pulpit, we'll go to hell, we made a mistake. No, but the church needs it. We need to teach them. We need to let the married couples understand that when it comes to sex, stop being spiritual. Stop being that and that. No, this day I'm fasting, I need to be.
When you're fasting, you can still.
When you read Corinthians, when you all agree, you can still have sex.
No, some people come from a background where they are taught, okay, are you looking for something from God? You might, don't stay away from sex for 21 days. So the person now will go into marriage and it's like, okay, when I want to really receive from God, then I must stay away from sex. No, if I'm married, even when you're having sex, angels are working well.
They are very, very okay with you.
Your mind, go ahead.
Accelerating the breakthrough.
Alright, Mami Chumua Bibiniba Bafo Vemba said, I think we shouldn't be quick to judge the man. He has a problem. Oh, okay, about the letter.
Oh, okay.
And that's what we said. Maybe he has a problem.
Yeah.
Either
So he needs to
physical
see a therapist.
or spiritual. Yes, he needs to see a doctor. He needs to see a prophet too. Both.
Okay. Some of the comments. I think we shouldn't be quick to judge, because I wouldn't say it's demonic, but the anxiety to explore makes people want to try out new things. What will you say about blowjob, blow cut, among others? I just think it's orienting ourselves. I've never heard blow cut. To do what's best for the couple.
Yes.
Well,
So what would you say about blowjob? I think she's talking about the man that.
the woman.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, that
one is wrong.
I think that's why she's asking, what about blowjob?
No. You're talking about, and we are talking about Anna. Somebody like the
that one is.
It's wrong and it's wrong.
No. Yeah. Again, that is why I was saying Christian marriage. Yes,
it's Christian marriage.
There is a certain level of
Yes,
imagination.
the only can if they want to do it is that, but the Christian, no, you can't go there. It's wrong. That's it.
All right.
But a woman can lick the husband's penis when you are married, you know?
Yeah.
You can eat it like
That is a blowjob.
Yes.
I don't know whether I can ask that question to. My God.
It's the sexual organs.
And you finish and you go and preach with your mouth? Serious. Mercy.
All right, so Mananaya Agre said, please, they say it's hard for men to live without sex. So please, what do they do when their wives are pregnant?
That's why a real man must be sexually disciplined. The greatest sexual organ is your mind. You must make love to your wives, and you must learn how to abstain when they need to.
She's not there.
You know, so when your wife is pregnant, women are the sex is better when the woman is pregnant. I don't know with my wife. The sex is better when she's pregnant.
Yeah, it differs.
And then if she can't make love to
unless the person has a medical condition.
But there are other things a woman can do for her husband to release. It just takes a few minutes.
Yes, that's true.
Like
the blowjob,
other things. Your hand, everything. Your breast, everything.
Janice Firebrand Johnson. Oh wow, this is really powerful. My future husband had better up his bedroom skills. I have enough tips I can use to consume him. Reporting on behalf of Single Women's Association. All right, ministers of God, if you don't teach it from the pulpit, the congregation will learn it from other skills. So
that's
true. Pornography. Yes. That is true.
We should start talking about it. We start preaching about it.
Okay, someone has a question for you. He said, Pastor Vincent, can a man of God have sex and see vision or God talking to him?
That's the fastest way to see
God talking to you. God says,
I like that answer. What did you say?
That's the fastest way God can speak to you.
Fastest way.
Having sex. Yeah, there are times you have sex. Your messages, sometimes you're praying a message, it's not really going well. Whilst having a sex, it opens up my the messages start.
The stress is gone.
Nana Ampomia said, I second with what Provi said. As a man of God, you need to have sex with your wife and be satisfied before you come to church. My reason is that men of God are not wooed. Excuse my language. I know most of them get tempted when they come to church because of how some ladies dress to church. So if he's satisfied, your dressing doesn't move him at all because he has been satisfied before coming. But what about what about the fact that, like, a man will be satisfied right now and then he still wants it?
It's not normal. So when you are satisfied, when a man is satisfied in the house, you don't look for anything outside.
Like for instance, this man that was talking about the wife, that even immediately they are done, you wake her, she wake him up, let's do it again. Like maybe he said early in the morning, even
anytime she wants
So what if a man is like that?
When a man is like that, there's a way you can handle the man that you satisfy the man in the house.
And you think that woman doesn't need just a little help?
The man is not making time for the woman.
Yes, I think they need to talk.
There are other things, the man is not making time for.
Maybe
the man is religious.
She's not satisfied when they have sex.
Maybe. That's what I said.
Because when the man is able to give her good sex, come on.
And the thing about it, sex is so easy to the point where when your finger, you know how to use your finger effectively. You don't struggle. It's not going to be a lot of energy thing. Your finger is doing the foreplay. So when you penetrate, you know, it's easy. The woman is already tired. But you know, when you're going to meet her toe to toe, the strength of a woman will send you to the grave. So you know how to do that. You foreplay her intensively.
Make her weak.
You know, you don't just wake up and just
make her weak. Make her down.
She will run away.
A good sex can
Nobody
take, one good sex can take the place of 2-3 rounds for one good sex. If you have it, it can be so intense for an hour or two, because as I said, if it's only the penetration, the process at 2 minutes go, but if it's intense, it can go on. That's why sexual intercourse, romance, it should be to take at least 30 minutes, 40 minutes, one going. That one is intense. That is why involved.
The love making.
When you are done, but if you get the penetration, at 5 minutes, I want again. I want again. So you can.
Okay.
The woman doesn't get orgasm. You know, you just penetrate her. You don't get orgasm. You have no work there. The greatest punishment to a woman in love making is lack of preparation. A woman wants preparation.
Yes.
A woman wants to be prepared. Most women don't want. Most Christian women don't want to make love to their husband because man doesn't prepare her enough.
When you go to the
psychologically, emotionally.
Yes. If this man is watching, one of the things I'll suggest to him is that let's say evening or she take a wife and prepare her mind that I'm going to make love to my wife, and let her see the result where his mind is in concentration, foreplay, going about looking at engaging himself intimacy.
Okay, so you think maybe because she wants it, so let me just give it to her and go?
No, I'm not talking about going.
Maybe that's why he's not able to satisfy her.
It's possible, but his definition of sex might just be like, okay, you want sex, okay, but if he make up his mind and I really want to satisfy my wife and net here, maybe you want you,
Doctor, Tuesday when we met, you made a statement about Christian marriages. About 80% of the women are not being satisfied by the men. I want you to elaborate on that.
Yeah, a lot of because we are our culture, the religious people are not trained to talk about sex. They don't talk about sex. They are not friends. They don't pray together. They don't sit down and talk about the sport where they like. The woman has not been trained how to seduce the man, and the man has not been trained how to. Because a woman is vulnerable.
You're supposed to be trained.
Yes, a woman must train herself how to seduce. There are things, there are clothes you can wear outside, but you can wear in the bedroom. There are things you can wear outside, you can wear in the bedroom. In the bedroom, you must act like a prostitute to your husband. You make love to her passionately. When a man has not trained the woman how to be confident in herself, you know, as a man, you are insulting her, you are calling her names, you know, you are using her body against her. When she gets into the bedroom, she's already.
She's not released.
She's not released. Her confidence is not even there.
Yes.
You know, so the way most African men don't know how to talk to their wives.
She appreciate their women.
Should build her self-confidence. You know, tell her how beautiful she is, and when she's in the bedroom, she be herself, and then she becomes vulnerable to you.
You know, sometimes when we give birth, women, there's a problem because our bellies, our breasts,
everything changes.
So it takes the man to make the woman feel comfortable. Sometimes when you remove your dress, you look, my God, you know,
It's really mean.
You know, I mean, I have 3.